Their names are legendary. Nefertari, Hatshepsut, Nefertiti, and Cleopatra. These women are icons of beguiling beauty and supreme power. They dominated ancient Egypt, their command rivaling the mightiest male rulers in history. Startling new discoveries are unveiling the secrets of their seductive charms and awesome authority. In tombs ablaze with vivid hieroglyphs and in Colossus-guarded temples, Egyptologists are uncovering a major power source of these well-known women rulers in a previously little-known cult. Until now, Egyptologists believe it was the male pharaohs who were solely responsible for the grandeur of ancient Egypt. But these new discoveries suggest the secret power behind one of the world's greatest civilizations was women. If you were a woman in the ancient world, there was no better place to live than Egypt. From the ranks of the royals to the common citizens, women in ancient Egypt enjoyed more rights and powers than women living in Europe as late as the 20th century. They could own property, divorce their husbands, live on their own, and some even ruled as pharaohs. Women and the power they held may be the key to why Egypt becomes the world's first great civilization, predating even Greece and Rome. Dr. Zahi Hawass is one of Egypt's foremost archaeologists and author of Silent Images: Women in Pharaonic Egypt.
From the pre-dynastic period, the ancient Egyptian made balance between man and women. They described exactly the man's role in the society and women's role in the society. And therefore that balance made the stability in the nation. It gave justice. They called it ma'at in ancient Egypt. And that ma'at, that justice between women and men, made the society and gave us this wonderful civilization that we talk about it all the time.
The greatness of ancient Egyptian civilization is built on this cosmic balance, or ma'at. It is at the heart of Egypt's mythical creation. The story is carved on the walls of the 3,000-year-old temple of Karnak. In the beginning, the world is a void. From the darkness emerges the golden sun god, Amun, and with him, his divine consort, Mut. Using her seductive powers, Mut arouses Amun. As the ancient texts say, she kindles his flame, and in his exquisite joy, the universe is created. But this universe is fragile and could suddenly fall back into chaos if Amun is not ritually stimulated to reenact creation. And so every day on Earth, a select cult of royal women enter the gates of the Karnak temple and in grand procession make their way through the sacred precincts to the holiest place in all of Egypt, the private sanctuary of Amun. Here, in total secrecy, these royal women reenact the creation story with the earthly manifestation of Amun. These women are called the gods' wives of Amun. Unlike hereditary positions, such as queen or princess, any woman of royalty could achieve the title of God's wife. They ruled from the ancient city of Thebes. Although today the city is in ruins, to the trained eye of Egyptologists like Emily Teeter, Thebes is the stage on which the most influential men and women vied for power. For at the height of Egyptian civilization, Thebes was the biggest, richest, and most sacred city in the ancient world.
But Thebes was most important as the center of the god Amun, who is thought to dwell here at the Temple of Karnak. For over 2,000 years, the political and economic power of Egypt stemmed here from the Karnak Temple under the authority of the god Amun.
From 2100 to 500 BCE, Amun's city of Thebes was the heart and soul of ancient Egypt. On the west bank of the Nile River is the Theban necropolis, the city of the dead. Discovered here in the Valley of Kings is the most celebrated archaeological find in history, the tomb of King Tut. On the east bank of the Nile is a series of temples, all dedicated to the worship of Amun. The Temple of Luxor, with its colossal statues to honor the god. Down a processional lined with sphinxes lies Karnak, home to Amun. Protecting Karnak are 9 entry gates, or pylons, one of which is the largest temple entrance in the world. The Karnak Temple is a city unto itself, nearly twice the area of Vatican City. Karnak contains the tallest obelisk in Egypt, and its hypostyle hall is the largest column building on Earth. All the riches and splendor of Thebes were amassed in the name of Amun. Those closest to the god controlled his great wealth and wielded his power. Pharaohs were close to Amun, but there was a cult of women even closer. Here, in an area of Karnak often overlooked, Emily Teeter is uncovering evidence of an even more intimate relationship. The gods' wives of Amun.
The close relationship between the god's wife and the god Amun is very vividly demonstrated by a series of freestanding chapels that the women built here within the sacred precinct of the god Amun. Not only are they in an extraordinary position within the holy sanctuaries, but the scenes on these chapels show the god's wife and the god in really intimate poses, which are extraordinary in Egyptian art.
Here, the god's wife intimately embraces Amun. The god presses himself against her, even placing his foot between her legs. Not only are the god's wives sexually intimate with Amun, at a second chapel, Teeter finds evidence that the god's wives are related to Amun through divine birth. Here, Amun gives life to the god's wife by touching her nose with an ankh, the Egyptian symbol for life. At the same time, he hands her 3 ox, entrusting her with his divine power over life. But beyond religious power, the gods' wives had tremendous political power. A testament to their earthly authority stands on the west bank of the Nile, just across from Karnak. Here is one of the most glorious temples in all of Egypt, built by a woman who used her relationship with Amun to achieve the ultimate goal, to rule all of Egypt.